Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready?
Get ready, dog.
This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People wanna know when Mace, Posse, and Dave went.
Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went.
Legs, arms, the head, all being moved in a frenzy.
The blends be all the right cred,
Meaning credentials.
best of both worlds
When we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Keep it steady, to the letter right, turn it up, we giving the show.
But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
What you talking about, space out your mind?
But can you rock it like rockets,
That's a
fool?
close encounter of what kind? When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever.
Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver.
All about running the spot.
And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather.
Cardio kingpin.
Subjugate the dub play.
And you know we can't wait to bring spins.
A-star quizzes, A+ the final.
Vocals we align, we'll move it all
Simultaneously over joints we rock.
We earn
30 years, so you can say we got
3 turns.
live off the board, unlike you and your chess men.
We install doubt in you and your yes men.
And if the game had veins, we'll insert
Upheaval the ground.
Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing, relieving the kings of all crowns. Are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, y'all keep the flow.
But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
What you talking about, space out your mind?
But can you rock it like rockets,
That's a
fool?
close encounter of what kind?
Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Turn it up, y'all keep the flow.
Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, we giving the show.
But can you rock it like
Space out your mind.
But can you rock it like rockets,
That's a
fool?
close encounter of what kind?
But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
I don't wanna be Coach, playoff fever has come to upstate New York, and there's a look at New Era Field in Orchard Park. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Buffalo Bills. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. This is taken at his 4. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. 30, 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Call that a 96-yard house call on the kick return as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, too? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for the team that just scored, their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you'd better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big one early.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. On first down, it's Haskins. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the... Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Check back, check back. Deuce, 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 what's right? You ain't going nowhere.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 6, now second and 4. Now this time, Allen will throw. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
56, 56. 56, 56. Check, check.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Alert, alert, alert. Check 13. What's that?
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a second and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a second and 3.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe
On 2nd down now, it's Hunt. Down to the 25. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Just like that.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Taylor. Being chased out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Josh Allen, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. And the 13-year man puts it through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue, because you know after the sack there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. Terrific running there to start the drive, as that's going to go for 15 and a quick first down as well. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Slam, slam, slam.
Hey, watch this, watch this.
Will, check 31, check 31. Check 37.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And some room to maneuver. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And he will finally be tracked down at the Bills' 27-yard line. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that. The nickel look, 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day, all day. Spurs.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. So on 4th down, Jags kicker Josh Lambo comes on. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. 4th down, here's Haskins. And that is going to be incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Bills are going to get the football back.
It's a turnover on downs.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's a baby shot.
On 1st down, they go right back to Hunt. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills 1st down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Check, 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 check.
Regular. Pilot, 64, weak. 56. Middle.
Hey, turn it up.
We got it.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that 1st down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down.
It's our field.
On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, You're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 7-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Haskins is going to fire one into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this. And Woods has got it. Buffalo touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Hauschka adds the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But
and that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down from the 21 at 2nd and 10.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. And he slings one that's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball.
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Kareem Hunt, 85 yards. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the 1st half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again,
again.
and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Hauschka with the extra point. And a rout is on here in this 1st half. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This will be taken very short. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Typically down in the 1st half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. 1st half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
He's going to fire this thing deep right side, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Tre'Davious White with a pick. We haven't even escaped the 1st half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the 1st half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Watch the out. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Space to maneuver at the 40. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this 1st half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
To the air. Allen nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The man they call Snacks, Damon Harrison, breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. He's going to air one out. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's 3rd down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some
And my goodness, another interception. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal, please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. 22 yards there, a first down. Fournette, a first down carry. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2 at the Bills' 40-yard line.
Second down, Haskins. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Haskins on first down. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Ed Oliver busting through to get him for a loss of 6. After the sack on first down, Haskins under pressure again, and down he goes again. Ed Oliver Oliver, able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now Haskins, third and long. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 21. Fournette running out of the gun. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up second and 9.
On second and 9. Haskins. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident and keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They run with Hunt. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 7 yards there and a first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Come on, D!
One quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Yannick Ngakoue able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. 3rd and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack.
Jack! Right slow! Travel! Smoke, smoke!
A first throw here for the backup Taylor. Steps away to his left. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. Rudolph showing the power. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Here we go.
It's a gain of 37. That's good for a Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll run on first down with Singletary. Past the 20, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary, 43 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on.
Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score.
So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
23 yards on the play. From midfield now, Haskins. Rifles one incomplete.
Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Well, pass there, complete to Westbrook. That catch good for 5. It's third down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Escaping the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Ed Oliver getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. They'll try and throw forward with Haskins. He's got his tight end, Oliver. Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Haskins to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Open man is Westbrook, complete. And they keep those sticks moving forward, that time with a gain of 3. On the draw, this is Fournette. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now Haskins to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got
Haskins hit, and he lost the football. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And Lambeau, he missed it. He missed it left. No good. And this score will stay right where it is. A tough day for this offense continues. One of their best chances to get on the scoreboard there, couldn't do it.
Yeah, it's not looking like it's going to happen for them today, does it? I mean, opportunity after opportunity, play after play has gone against them the entire game. They probably feel a little bit like Schlep Rock, got that black cloud over their heads.
The throw by Taylor here, and that's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Taylor going to throw it. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Shrugs him off. This will be caught by Brown. Room here to run. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13. A quick throw finding Lee out wide. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Check my 50. You gonna see me in your nightmare.
And an alley to run. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Hauschka adds the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. Flush to his right. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Here's Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Watch the slant.
Now Haskins. The open man is Westbrook. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd and long. Haskins. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be caught. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A big play there. 60 yards. And the Jags are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that will get them one closer. And a disappointing way to close out the season. He got into the playoffs but couldn't really make any noise.
Still a good season. Some might call it a great season when they get away from it a little bit. But they also will all look at their own errors, their own mistakes, and wonder how they could have played a little bit better. So if they get in this position again, they'll be ready to win.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Buffalo.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, I said like I'm Dino. Think I'm part Italian. Blame it on Gino. Snowflake the medallion. The skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell. Keep your distance from myself. For the genie with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish he's well when they wish for me to fail. I might donate petty bills. They can't get it by they sell.
That's why you treat my men good, but not too good. I give them too much, then they don't need me. I give them just
yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. I'ma get it either way. I don't even gotta say what I want when I want. They just put it on my plate. I could get it right away. Take you through my day to day. Wake and pray, make that play. Get some good at my place. There's some on the way, cause my bros on the way. I got stones on my gold. I got loads in my safe. Had a 7-figure summer, so I'm putting on some weight. Set up getting thick, so I put it on display.
With this round here, I make a joke, everybody laughs. I know I'm funny, but I'm not that funny.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself, yeah.
Mississippi and New Orleans. Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg and I'm the only one, and when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. Come on. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard, my team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, I get it. Come on. I got cleats on my feet, jersey on my back, helmet on my head, ready to attack like that. Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg and I'm the only one, and when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you look. So fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. Come on. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us?